Meeting with teachers, bringing in school supplies, settling in for the 2019-2020 school year. The back-to-school experience is everywhere you look in Jeffco. So too, evidence of the first wave of a 6-year capital improvement project to upgrade and modernize with bond money made possible by Jeffco voters.
One of the things we wanted to do was get something started in every articulation area, just to show the taxpayers that we were spending the bond money. We've been very busy.
We did that quickly so that we could initiate the 6-year plan as rapidly as possible.
Weeks before the start of the new school year, schools like Arvada K-8 were getting fresh looks, including new furniture. Principal Scott Simon says the new look has an important effect.
It's telling kids they get the best of the best in their classrooms. We serve a population of students who 85% are free and reduced, and they were coming to a school that had furniture that was 20, 30 years old.
The new furniture will help us set the tone here. It's already brightened our building. It looks so great. Kind of gives you a little bit of a boost walking in the door.
We also have done paving projects at 5 or 6 elementary schools, completely replaced the parking lots and the drives.
And up at Evergreen High, a brand new playing field.
We have completely torn out our old turf and gotten a brand new turf field, including new field goal posts and soccer goals and netting.
This school is a hub for not just the town of Evergreen, but a nexus for many of the mountain communities around this area in the mountain region. It's a very important place physically. A lot of the community groups use our fields for all kinds of activities, and so it's a benefit not just for our student body, but for thousands of people in the surrounding area.
Another visible sign, entire school transformations.
Our other rooms were so outdated.
That's next time, as our series continues. It's the week before the start of school here at Ken Carroll Middle School, and science teacher Jay Shoemaker is putting the finishing touches to her preparations for the new school year. She's marking her 15th year at Ken Carroll with a fresh beginning.
It was pretty amazing. Yeah, I remember being pretty happy walking in, especially seeing the windows and the natural light coming in.
Shoemaker is in a brand new addition to the school, part of a massive Jeffco capital improvement project, most of it paid for with Jeffco voter-approved bond money. Ken Carroll has added 8 new classrooms, primarily for science. It's a dramatic and much-needed change.
Our other rooms were so outdated, didn't meet code, safety was an issue, and just having all the updates and the space.
It's a sentiment echoed by her colleague Sam Auerbach.
When you're doing labs with potential hazards, it's nice for the kids to have enough elbow room to where they're not, honestly, endangering themselves. The upgraded infrastructure, storage space to just kind of expedite the lab process and to make it safer.
Modern chargers designed for both microscopes and new one-to-one devices for Ken Carroll students are another plus. Besides the new addition, older Ken Carroll classrooms also got upgrades, all overseen by Principal Christy Hurt.
We've done a lot here inside the building with new flooring in our commons area, restructured our whole new music department and music classroom. We revamped our tech arts classroom, as well as added new flooring into other spaces of the building, which used to be our science classrooms, are now other multi-purpose classrooms.
Hurt says the Ken Carroll improvements send a strong message to her community.
People get excited about that. We're an old school that's been here for 50 years and, that have had lots of kids and staff that have come through our school, and so it's really nice to see. Just adds such an excitement and new energy.
Other middle schools starting the new semester with upgrades include Creighton and Summit Ridge, and design work is currently underway on renovations and additions to Arvada, Columbine, Alameda, and Green Mountain High Schools.
Those are all underway in design, and we really expect to see some work underway under construction in the first quarter of 2020. work at Arvada, the third floor renovation, and that will probably start in October.
This massive project is also giving Jeffco kids new places to play. That's next as our series continues. From the air, they look like elaborate pieces of artwork. New playground equipment, freshly installed at Columbine Hills Elementary in Littleton, all bought with taxpayer-approved bond money. Columbine Hills students got to be part of this shopping spree.
Design company brought in some examples of like slide equipment versus climbing equipment versus things like that, and then they all got a vote.
The new look was a long time coming.
You know, original metal equipment from the 1960s.
We called it the Desert Land.
This place needed some love.
A brand new field adjacent to the playground is part of this upgrade, part of a consolidation plan that is helping Wilson and her staff keep better track of kids at recess.
So we had kids way off in our field, east of our school, and then we had the playground, and then we had kids wrapped around the school trying to play basketball. That was really difficult to make sure we really had active supervision.
No more pea gravel either.
We've added the wood fiber, it's called engineered wood fiber, so that the kids are falling on a nice soft wood surface.
This particular bond project has been supercharged with the help of Columbine Hills community volunteers.
When we did our community build, which actually gave us more money to spend on our playground equipment, we had over 60 volunteers show up that day to help us.
The Belmar School of Integrated Arts in Lakewood is another elementary school getting new playground equipment, one of 8 that are on the list for this first bond spending rollout.
As a long-term Jeffco resident, a product of Jeffco schools, it is exciting, it's invigorating. The last time that this district was able to do significant capital improvements was with the authorization of the 2004 bonds.
Thank you so much to the voters. That just...
Next time, how bond money is making Jeffco schools safer, both inside and out. New furniture, new athletic fields, and new playground equipment. These are among the most visible aspects of the first phase rollout of Jeffco's voter-approved bond projects, a rollout that will take 6 years to complete. Less visible, but arguably more important, installations that will make Jeffco students safer. Here at Lawrence Elementary in Arvada, new laminated security glass is going in. As many as 60 elementary schools are getting glass upgrades, with Jeffco middle schools and high schools to follow.
I'll tell you what, that bond was really needed. Safety and security for Jeffco is really a top priority. Typically in schools you're going to have tempered glass. Tempered glass, you're not familiar, when it breaks, it just falls down into tiny little pieces, and that's so you don't get big shards. And now with this laminated security glass, you have 2 pieces of glass with a piece of laminate in the middle sandwiched between that. You can break that glass, you can take a sledgehammer to it, and you can try to get through it, and you're going to work awful hard before you ever get through that.
New security cameras and software to control and monitor them also going in.
It's a better software, very user-friendly. Office staff, principals, whoever's going to be using this new upgrade software, such as Lawrence here, which originally they only had one camera at the front door. All the elementary schools are getting new cameras throughout the interior of the building and exterior.
These next-generation cameras are giving dispatchers and patrol officers with Jeffco Safety and Security an extra edge when responding to emergencies. Whether in the dispatch center or in a patrol vehicle, footage can be pulled up on demand to quickly determine the best tactical response to emergency situations.
We have complied with what the voters asked in the area of safety and security. We're not finished. We have locks yet to install, but we think we'll have those installed by the end of the calendar year. We are doing something that is unprecedented in this school district. Not only is it the largest issuance of bonds or capital assets, it is also the most comprehensive 6-year capital program this district has ever done. And I thank the voters for their confidence in us. This is really exciting.